Hello there, everyone. It has been quite a while. I'm just doing a quick sound check. Yeah, I have two users as myself on my PS4. Don't ask, I suppose. Whatever. So it has been such a long time since I used my base PS4 that, well, it has the Final Fantasy XII theme, and yeah, there was a system update. So, what is going to be next, you ask? Well, first, well, I think we can, no, actually, yeah. Let's just say a thing about Tri-Ace first. If you have somehow missed it, and will still have missed it at the time this video goes up, they've had a financially rough time. I don't have all the data myself, I haven't seen it firsthand, so I'm just going to jump to the conclusion that if Star Ocean 6, or whatever the new game is called, bombs, pretty much, Tri-Ace will cease to exist. Which will sort of suck. I'm gonna be honest, I have very... no... well, I sort of enjoyed Resonance of Fate, I suppose I can say that much. I can't say it was a favorite, but I had a good time playing that game. And I can pretty much say the same or less favorable things about every Tri-Ace game I have ever played. They have always felt like they really put a lot of care and engineering into the into the titles. But they have consistently ended up with games I typically don't enjoy. It is some unusual title, I guess. Exist Archive. That actually ties into the Scandinavian idea of Halloween, incidentally. But if you haven't played Exist Archive, and if it seems at all interesting to you, give it a try at least. It shouldn't be very expensive. My main beef with it is that it is, well, it at least seems to be very grindy. I may be wrong, I think I'm only barely halfway in that game. I think I'm at around character level 30 at this point. That's usually not a whole lot. But hey, in Xenosaga Episode 1, that would be halfway. The story is interesting, and I have to say that with the way combat and encounters work in that game, I am so pleased, or so relieved, I should say, that the combat system is as interesting as it is. And of course, Tri-Ace has been partially credited with that game. I'm guessing they did the combat system and not a whole lot of the other stuff. But yeah, regarding Tri-Ace, if you want to give them a leg up, make sure to buy the new Star Ocean game, if you haven't already. I suppose this video may or may not be uploaded right around the time that game does release. We'll see. So, Halloween. Moving swiftly on. I'm guessing that if most of my viewers originate in the USA, you'll know the whole tradition with, or gimmick, I don't know, of trick-or-treating and giving candy to just random strangers knocking at your door. Totally not a sign of trouble at all. That's not how we do it in Scandinavia. We have a more somber observance where we typically leave a candle at the tombstone of well, dead friends or family. Well, those who are old enough to have friends and family that are buried. If you're, a kid, you probably won't have. But I actually do have a few people around town that I actually maybe should look up their tombs and put down a candle for them this season. I have actually not done that before. Feel free to shame me. I've probably deserved it. And yeah, that is the long and short of it. Just wanted to spread the awareness of how Halloween works in Scandinavia. I think that's common to all Scandinavian countries, actually. While we do have Halloween shenanigans, American Halloween, we do have this All Hallows Eve instead. And where we sit and reflect on the deceased family and dear ones. That ties into the story of Exist Archive, which is one of the reasons I mentioned that game. Not only to support Tri-Ace. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but the story in Exist Archive is to the point that I have played that game, I would say that it is surprisingly profound. But now for something completely different. Somehow it has become a tradition on my channel to do some sort of special thing for Halloween. And here is some hopefully delightful ASMR for you a lot as I open the shrink wrap on this PlayStation 4 game. Imagine that. I wonder why I started this video from my PlayStation 4 home screen. This is a game, let's see when it was released. It is copyrighted in 2020, 2021. So I'm guessing it released outside of Japan in 21. I have had it sitting here with its shrink wrap on until October 22nd, 2022. The title of the game? Root Film. What is that, you wonder? And I fully expect you to. Kadokawa Games has released one visual novel game, sort of ghost story, sort of X-Files homage, sort of, I don't even want to know. Centered on a place in, I think it was Shimane Prefecture, and that was called Root Letter. As you can see, I've played it on this very console before. This is the original version. They later released a version of the game with photos of actual actors. So in place of this, well, 2D portrait anime looking schoolgirly thing, I think they had a photo of an actual actor. I would honestly recommend the original release over the one with the actors in it. To be frank, it doesn't jar as much, this version here. The one with the actors, well, the actors look sort of out of place in a way. In this version, it all looks to be in the same style. But hey, it's the same text in either game, and being a visual novel, the text is generally what you are there for. So hey, if this game makes you interested in Root Letter, just grab whatever version is closest to you. And now that we have dealt with the ASMR of me opening the game, I'll just go and stick it in the machine, fire it up, pour myself some more tea, and let's get on with this. As you can expect, I am playing this blind. I have no idea what to expect. I have not watched any Let's Plays. I have just briefly examined a walkthrough, sort of, where they mentioned that it is technically possible to finish this game in 2 hours. I will try to make it last longer. And by the way, Utawaru Monochrome Mobius was supposed to be released around this time, but I just found out, like the day it was supposed to be released, that it was delayed for a full month into November. Who knows? Maybe I will have finished this game before then. Maybe I won't, but hey, I'm just going to start this on Halloween. Or, well, start uploading this around some definition, understanding, generally in the vicinity of some Halloween. See you for the main game.